Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Wick. This is uh, Meet Your Maker, and I am joined by the lovely.
It's me, Kraken. I'm only moderately nervous.
Oh boy. and I take it you'll be playing Craigory today.
Right? Yeah. Craigory Danthew, wizard man. He's kind of doing a little bit of, yeah, we could call it an investigation, questions, just tying up loose ends.
Yeah. And currently, um, Gregory is probably in Razor's Edge in UPA.
Back again, back again.
Uh-huh. And what you doing so far?
Well, he knows how to get to where he's going this time, and he's on a mission. So he is just going straight for that. He is, if I remember correctly, you can't find this place just knowing where you're going. So he closes his eyes and just tries walking. This is fine.
All right. Uh, would you like to make a dex save?
Oh, oh boy.
Perfect. You are well. You had turned into an alleyway and just closed your eyes and hope for the best because that's what happened last time. So surely you'll be okay. Uh,
Exactly.
But as you turn a corner and another corner, you suddenly bump into something.
Oh, oh,
Something soft? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello?
oh hi. Step back, eyes open. Sorry. What has he bumped into?
Who has he bumped into? Uh, I'm getting their reference. Um, you have run into a teddy bear wearing
Oh,
a blue sweater vest and carrying a little bag.
what a good
They're
little teddy
about
bear.
they're about like at least a foot or so shorter than you. Uh,
Okay, I was afraid you were about to say they're about a foot or so tall, and I was about to be like, Jesus Christ, Gregory kicked him.
just punt them across the alleyway. No. Um, so you have bumped into this bear, and they kind of adjust the spectacles on their face. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
Uh, I'm fine. Are you okay? Okay, I'll admit I wasn't looking where I was going, so that's on me. Yep, sorry. Uh,
Oh, no, that's quite all right. I'm perfectly fine. Um, are you lost?
e- on purpose, lost on purpose. But I know where I'm
Uh,
going.
they look a little confused, but they nod. Ah, well, I guess that makes two of us.
Huh, really? You. Okay, where are you going?
Oh, well, see, I have a colleague here in Razor's Edge, and I had heard that there was a second doctor here, so I thought I'd get some networking done. And they kind of clap their hands a little excitedly.
Oh, oh, uh, okay, I think that's perfect. Well, I mean, it's, yeah, coincidence. There's probably only kind of one doctor like that here. Anyway, Dr. Kiran, Mirsa?
Oh, uh, yes, I know them as Dr. Misra. Did not know that their name was Kiran. Hmm.
Well, there you go. Cool. For going to the same place. Perfect. can go there together.
Okay. Sorry. And the two of you kind of take a couple steps, and then the bear turns back to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Constance Lane. It's nice to meet you. And they hold out a little paw for you to shake if you would like.
Yeah, he'll shake that paw.
And it is just soft and a little squishy.
Oh, what a good teddy bear. What a completely good and trustworthy teddy bear. And you know what? This teddy bear gets the real name.
Oh,
Craigory. Name's Craigory.
oh, Craigory. That is a very nice name.
Oh, well, so is Constance. Do you know how to get there, or do I show you?
Well, admittedly, I'm only really familiar with my colleague's establishment, so I don't really know where the office is as they turn and look around.
Yeah, you kind of have to be lost to find it, I think is how it was put to me. It's been a second. So, yeah, just close your eyes, stay close, and just kind of wander. That's how I got shown it last time.
Again, Connie looks a little confused, but like nods along, like, okay, all right. Um, um, okay. And they just kind of they give another nod. So I just cover my eyes. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know how that will. And they cover their eyes. I'm not sure how that will help, but let's try it.
Yeah. I don't know how it works. Some kind of magic going on. Craigory also closes his eyes. And thinks that they don't lose each other, just like puts a hand on Constance's shoulder.
Okay. Um, and so would you like to roll a survival
Boy, would I.
at disadvantage?
Excellent.
Perfect.
This tracks.
Good. Good job, guys.
We're doing great.
So, so after you two cover your eyes, you just kind of walk in a direction for an indeterminate amount of time. It probably feels like maybe a couple minutes, during which Connie actually seems totally fine. They kind of start humming a little tune. But another left, another right, and then another right, and you suddenly have the feeling, I could take a peek. And when you lift your hand away, yeah, we're right in front of the shop.
Oh. I mean, Craigory had said this is how it worked. He did experience how this worked before. Somehow he's still a little surprised that it actually worked. It's a weird way of getting to a place, man.
Oh yeah, and as Connie removes the paws from their eyes, they're like, they also look a little surprised. Oh, oh, this must be it.
Yep.
But would you like to roll perception?
Oh, yes.
Ooh, a 12. That's good. Okay. All right, we're all right. So as you two approach the shop, you notice something a little odd. It visually looks about the same, but the windows are shuttered from like they have some blinds on the inside, and even though there's a closed sign on the door, um, the door is very slightly ajar. Oh,
Uh-huh.
um, Craigory,
Yeah.
I I don't have a good feeling about this.
No, I don't either. Uh, Listen, Constance, I don't exact. I'm. I'm not coming here under like the best circumstances, so uh, honestly, this tracks. Yeah, there may be something kind of dangerous in there.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, but are you all right? Is the situation really bad?
Eh, I mean, I'll be fine if it's too much. I just run. But I should at least try to see what's going on here. Came all this way,
Hmm.
and it affects some friends. So I don't know about you. I don't know what you're here for, but I'm going in.
Um, and Connie reaches out a paw and kind of gently touches your shoulder, um, or your elbow. The height is a little different. Wait, would you like me to wait outside out here just in case?
Uh,
That way I can alert someone if things are very bad, which I hope not.
you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. Um, if things sound, I don't know, dicey in there, or I just don't come out, uh, I'd say get in touch with the stagehands Requiem in Toontown. That would be the thing to do. Yeah, you know my name,
Uh,
so that should work. Yep.
oh, okay. I'll be sure to take a good look out. And they kind of stand to the side in front of one of the windows and just they kind of they stand rather straight up, but they're trying to be serious, but it kind of just looks cute.
Oh, very good. Well, Gregory's just taking deep breath, and he's going to just try and roll stealth. Go
Okay.
in the shop. Or, actually, this is the front door. There might be other ways in. The windows are shuttered. Might look for a
I
back
mean
entrance.
that's true. You can always either walk around the perimeter or
On the other hand, if he takes a walk around and loses this place and then he has to find it again, that's a whole other hassle.
I mean if you I mean if you do want to search the perimeter, you're not going to get like lost. I mean as long as you kind of maybe touch the side of the place.
Yeah. Maybe like something quick to see if there's another way in that isn't just like right in the front door. What do you
So
think that would be, like a perception, investigation? What's what?
take your pick of the two.
Well, it's going to have to be investigation. Good old wizard. Perfectly average in every way. That's the rules this game.
I love honestly it works. But you kind of you walk over, you peek to the left. You don't really see any doors or windows on that side. Um, well, actually, there looks like there's one window, perhaps, but you're not quite sure if you could reach it. and it's rather small, so you're not sure if you could actually shimmy in. As for the other side, you take a look. There is a door that's there.
Oh. Uh, he's gonna go find out if it's locked.
Uh, okay. So do you go and like grab the handle?
Yeah. Just a quick wiggle.
You attempt to grab the handle, then you realize this door is painted on.
Exactly for rascals like him, huh? Well, he's not gonna mess with the too small window. That's, to him, sounds like A, time wasting, and B, just asking to fail stealth trying to wiggle in there. So, front door it is. Front door it is. Stealth time.
Here we go.
Ho! All right.
Dirty 20. Let's go. All right,
Let's go.
so you very carefully push the door open, and you're actually a little caught off guard by how quiet it is, because you remember earlier when you had first visited here, there was a little bell that would ring on the top. But as you open the door further and take a step inside, you notice that that bell is now on the ground.
Whew.
Uh, and as you look up and survey the room, the place is much, much different. Not in terms of decor, not really in terms of atmosphere, but this place is in complete disarray. There's shattered glass around the floor, display pieces where they're removed. You've got shelves that are broken and scattered across the floor. Somebody really did wreck shop.
But
Yeah. But yeah, no, this place is a mess. Um, and some of the tune pieces that you had seen before, some of them are missing.
uh-huh. I think it would probably have to be another investigation for Craigory to try and figure out, like, did this just happen? Is it like a few weeks old? Does it seem to line up timeline wise with uh, Unsteady and Love? Like, his first thought is, all right, so this is Belladonna yoinking a bunch of stuff for her constructs, but investigation?
Go ahead. So, from what you can tell, the place is a little dusty, but you already know that it was dusty before this point. So, um, as you survey the damage and very carefully walk around the shards of glass and other baubles that have littered the ground, um, you have a feeling that it's been a while, but not too long ago. It could very well fit in that window of time.
All right. Well, this is also a little reassuring in the fact that this doesn't confirm, but is a positive point in this place being, empty of people. He's not going to drop the stealth rolls, but a little reassurance. So,
just a little.
just a little. It's time to get nosy. It's time to snoop.
Before you get nosy and snoop, I have to check something.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I gotta check something. Uh, yeah, let me. I forgot the number already. Okay. So, what's Gregory's passive
It's
perception?
That's a great question. I know it's shit. It's 10.
Okay, good. So, yeah, Gregory, you are free to snoop.
Free to snoop. Well, first things first. From what he remembers, there is the sort of desk slash sort of till that he originally met the good doctor at.
Yes,
So,
it is still roughly in the same spot. It seems to have been, like, tilted slightly, and one of the legs is partially cracked, but otherwise, it's there. Yep.
well, uh, time to snoop. I assume there's like, there may be stuff on the desk, but there's also drawers and things.
Yeah.
All right. If there's anything on the desk, we might have a look at that first.
Okay.
This is going to be a lot of investigation rolls for my wizard.
Well, I mean, honestly, I was just gonna see what you roll and then just apply it in general.
Yep,
I
that's
mean,
fair.
unless it's a really low roll, then I'll just have you roll again.
That's fair. So, like, my last one was, yeah, the 13.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna let you roll again and see what happens.
Okay. So, like, for the desk in general.
Yeah, I mean, and for probably some of this
Oh,
back area. Oh, good, good. This is some good stuff. All right.
24.
Me just uses this for the rest of it.
I will not stop you.
I listen. Good. So, uh, you notice with the desk, first of all, that there's actually a pack of crayons on the floor. You're assuming that with the way that it's tilted, it probably just slid off of there. There are a couple of sheets of paper still on there, though. You notice that they're kind of, patient charts, but they're blank, so maybe he was filling some out. There is also the lamp, which is still kind of situated near the middle of the desk. Um, the its bulb is broken, but it is otherwise okay. The till, I think, had enough weight that it still was able to just kind of keep where it is. Um, but you notice now that everything has slid a little bit. There is the phone, but there is also a phone number taped to the corner of the desk.
Oh ho. All my video game instincts are tingling. Just the number, no name on the paper?
Nope.
Well. Might have to fuck around and find out with that. Okay, yeah, in my mind, I'm trying to debate, like, does Krieger just straight up yoink the paper? Or does he just copy down the number?
Good question.
All right. He's got a notepad out of Hammerspace. He's taking notes. He's being a detective now. He's connecting the dots. He's taking the notes. He's writing down the number.
You haven't connected shit.
I've connected them.
I love it.
He's trying very hard, Wick.
Yes, and I really appreciate it. But as you finish copying this number down, you kind of start taking a look around the rest of the place, or at least the back wall now, which, as you remembered, had a bunch of cabinets. Surprisingly, besides some occasional nicks and chips to the cabinet, it seems relatively intact. There are, however, some boxes on top of it that have look crumpled or squashed. And you also see the cork board that was on the back wall is now slightly tilted, but most of the photos of, you can only assume, previous patients are still on there.
Yeah, Craigory's beginning to paint a picture in his mind.
Do you want to look at any of it closer, or?
I feel like he probably had a look at the pictures in the last game, but the cabinet being left mostly alone is a little. That's sus. What's in those?
Oh, the cabinets?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to try a couple?
Yeah, he's just gonna pick one at random.
You attempt to pull this one open. It is locked. You cannot open it.
That's fair. Well,
You want to try another one?
he'll try one more slash like a quick glance over. Like, it's a fair assumption to assume that all are locked, but at the same time, there might just be one. There might be one.
You decide to pick one that's closer to the floor. Like the one you picked before was kind of near the middle. There's like it's essentially a row of three. Like so, you have one, two, yeah. But you grab one of the lower ones, and you fully expected this one to be locked. So when you open it, you almost like you almost bang it open, but it doesn't. You're able to stop yourself just in time.
Dirty
You're like,
police
whoa.
stealth.
Uh-huh. Um, but in this drawer, you find a bunch of papers.
Well, time to snoop. If this is like patient's papers, doctor-patient confidentiality is a bit out the window at this point. He's snooping.
Uh, well, rather than it being in like a neat sort of filing cabinet way, this is literally just like a pile of papers, not even stacked neatly. It's just
Shoved in
a
there.
yeah. And there aren't too many. There are several, but not like a whole bunch. You pick one up, and it begins with, "Dear Craigory, I hope this letter finds you well." But it's rather misspelled, and there are only a couple more lines before it stops.
Huh. Are the rest of the papers similar?
As you pick up another page and another one, they seem to start out rather similarly, not in content, but like the first line would have Dear Craigory, and then it would have something to discuss, but a couple of them are scribbled out. Some of them just trail off, a couple of them are crumpled. These all seem to be unsent letters to you.
Which brings the next question. Uh, Kiran and Craigory had agreed to be pen pals as a sort of payment for his last trip here. Has Craigory
Yes.
ever received a letter from the doctor?
Uh, they have not.
Huh. Well, guess that explains, sort of, why I didn't get a response. I feel like Craigory's written like one or two, but with no response, it trailed off. Like, this boy does not like to impede.
No.
He does not like to take up space. So no response, he just stopped. But this is, oh boy. That's something.
Speaking of which, as you look up from the couple of papers in your hands, you notice that on top of the cabinet there are uh, envelopes. These couple of envelopes, they look familiar. It seems as if they're the letters that you had sent.
Are are they opened?
They are opened.
Okay. Well, he doesn't know what to make of that yet. I think he's going to end up keeping the false start letters. At a glance, it didn't look like any of these sort of beginning fragments. It didn't seem like anything was like super important or relevant, but you never know. A clue's a clue, right?
Okay. So now that you're at the back of the shop, um, you have two other rooms to explore, and you have a door to the left and a door to the right. Um, However, your passive perception's a 10, right?
Yep.
You hear something. You hear a very small groan.
Oh.
And honestly, with your previous investigation, you determined that it is coming from the left room, the exam room.
Oh dear. Well, you know what? That seems important. That seems important. He's gonna
Possibly.
make his way towards the exam room. Still trying to be stealthy.
Um,
He doesn't like call out, but he's just gonna try and sneak in.
um, you're going to just open the store
Well,
and just kind of sneak into here.
well. On that note, I assume like the door is closed.
Yes, the door is closed, but not completely. It's closed. It appeared closed, but as you were coming closer, it's just very, very slightly ajar. Even even closer than the front door.
Well, he's got two options. He can just announce his presence now and try to like sound official and intimidating if whoever's in there isn't good, or he can just try so very hard to silently push open this door enough to slip in. I'm generally of
Okay,
two
well,
minds. Let's
it's
find
up
out.
to you.
All right, he's announcing himself. Thanks,
Beautiful.
dice.
Perfect. Show stopping.
Absolutely delightful. Right. Well, stand his full height, shake out his hands, just get ready, and you know he's also gonna. This is great. He's always terrible at these. He's gonna do a performance.
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. Okay, whoever's in there, just stand down. I'm coming in. Don't try anything funny. Trying to channel, you know, whatever cop shows or whatever he's ever seen. 15
Hey.
15 ain't bad.
So
And with that, he just kind of like
as you
kicks open the door, not with a bang, but just opening it.
and when you do so, you kind of announce your presence and you rather accurately channel that copness, that kind of authority. But you hear the individual go, oh, uh, uh, and when you get in here, the place looks pretty similar to how it was before when you were in here. But the exam table, it's kind of tilted up a bit, and there is someone on it. And let me pull this up.
Uh-oh.
And you see a familiar face. It's Kiran,
Oh no!
but in pieces. Um, yeah,
No!
he's really not looking so good. Uh, Half of him is, he's essentially torn apart. An arm and a leg are kind of a little bit shredded up, and his entire midsection is only held by. Um, but his head has turned to you, and he looks a little startled. But then when he recognizes you, he tries to smile. You can already tell it is forced and a bit painful. Oh, Craigory. Oh, are you are you at the police now?
Uh, I mean, not as such. Sort kind not. Oh, heckin' hell! How long have you been here?
I I don't know. I just got up here and he's looking like he's trying to think, but he also looks kind of dazed, kind of confused. I don't know. Must have been a while. Can't uh move that well.
Yeah, no kidding. Craigory's coming, fully into the room now. Actually, just up to Kiran. Do you, okay? Do you remember who did this? Who wrecked the shop? Wrecked the U?
And Kiran nods slowly, but doesn't say anything.
Okay. I mean, is this like you can't say it, or you don't want to? I have an idea, but just figure maybe I should actually like hear things from the source rather than try to assume things.
He's quiet for a moment, but then says, "I'm sorry you had to see me in pieces like this. I'm gonna be okay. I I think."
Well, I mean, you haven't been doing so hot for how long you've been here. Like, I mean, I can get you patched up. There's the tools for that here.
No, I can I and he kind of starts moving his arm a little bit. I can I can do it.
Okay, but you haven't been.
Well, I mean, it took me a while to get up here, as he kind of pats the exam table.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, shot in the not so much dark here. Just Belladonna. She tore the place up.
Second. Ah, so as he turns and looks at you, he still looks kind of in pain. He looks almost a little close to tears, but he does not. He does not cry. Um, and he just kind of grimaces and nods again.
Okay. Uh, Listen. Okay. You made it to the table. Do you want me to like bring you anything to begin working on yourself while we I guess, match stories and figure out what's all been happening. Or actually,
I
there's
don't know.
there's there's a whole other doctor like right outside.
There, there is.
Yeah. Um, said their name was Constance.
They, uh, Kiran just looks more puzzled. Uh, I don't know this string of people. I've been trying to be quiet. Didn't want coming people, people coming in the shop in case, you know, stealing stuff.
Well, I don't know. I've known him for like 5 minutes, but he seems level. And I mean, you need a doctor of some sort, whether that's you or him or someone else. It'll go faster with a different set of hands. I am not a doctor, so I mean, I can get him. Your choice, I guess, but I can bring him in. He was coming to see you for something anyway.
Thanks, thanks, but no thanks. And they kind of deflate a little bit. Either way, I'm a goner.
What? Hey, don't say that. You're still kicking.
Oh, you don't get it. She, and he kind of pauses. She took my thread, Craigory. The stuff in me. I can't, I can't fix, I can't fix me if I don't have that.
Ah,
Regular thread isn't gonna cut it. Maybe for a small patch job, but not, not this.
okay, okay. Yeah, Craigory understands that completely. Because that is something he has said to other people himself about his hand. Okay, so she took it. Was that just like did she need it? Can we get it back? Was it just like vindictive, or did she need that to make the constructs she made? I assume you know about those. I assume that's what
She,
smashed up your shop.
she made what?
Um,
Now he looks a little irritated. What?
um, big smashy things. Kind of holds up his arms big in demonstration, except more than two arms. A lot of arms, a lot of legs, some heads, like
Oh God.
bunch of stuff. Like
She,
she clearly
she
stole
did.
a bunch of stuff. It's all just together.
Um, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. She must have taken the new shipment. I don't usually have much in here, but we just got some more parts, and she was eyeing them. She asked me if if maybe she could do some stitching, and I said you're not qualified for it. You know, it's kind of a thing I can do, but we were both a little frustrated. How long ago was that? It wasn't very long, I think. But I went to go take a nap because that's just what I do. And then he kind of looks down at himself a bit and falls silent.
You're you're not the only person she's betrayed the trust of, which I don't know if that makes it better.
Uh, I know what you. I get what you're trying to make me. I appreciate that, but also, damn. Uh,
So, I guess, okay. It's like she needed that thread to stitch together and animate the things.
He nods. And that's the only thing that'll do it. If you just use regular thread, they're not going to do anything.
And how much was in you? Like, is she gonna run out, or is she just gonna just have this stuff to work with forever?
See, I make it a point not to leave any of the stuff around. You know, I keep it in me to make sure no one, takes it. But that was the only thread I got. So uh, she already made stuff with it. I guess, uh, she'll run out, but she might be able to make a couple more. Who knows?
Jeez. Okay. Um, I don't know. For context, I'm trying to make a sort of a timeline, a profile in my head here, Doc. Um, she had a couple of those set up to sort of be her muscle when she tried to sort of like get rich quick thing back in Toontown. So I don't know if she's like making more or was just that desperate for a fortune. Man, you know her better than me. Do you have any idea why she decided to do this?
He kind of just lets out another groan. I always knew. I knew from the start she was money hungry, but maybe she wanted power. I, I'm not exactly in the best shape. Um, but as a as he is explaining, uh, both of you hear a small, like, creak from from outside the exam room.
Ha ha ha!
Uh-oh. Uh, what was that?
I don't know. Um, could be the doc it came with, like I mentioned. Could be not that. You stay here. Not they can go anywhere. Just stay quiet. Craigory is going to attempt to take a sneaky peek.
A sneak, a sneak.
A sneak peek. That going to be a perception?
um, uh, yeah. So, um, you kind of peek outside of the room. But, everything looks the same for the most part. You don't really see anybody.
Well, hey Doc, what's in the next room over? What's
Uh,
that for?
that's like, I guess in the particular place that would be like the break room, but like that's just where I sleep and eat stuff.
Okay, I don't see anything changed out there, so that it seems like it was coming from there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take a look. Yeah, I'll be back, and if things happen, yell real loud. There's someone outside.
The the doc actually looks a little distressed at you leaving the room, but
Oh no.
just be careful.
Kiran, I'm always careful.
I'm sorry.
I know, he says this with like a complete scoff. Entirely sincere.
Beautiful. So, um, so I'm assuming you have left the room, and so you're heading over to the other room.
Yep. How's that door? Closed, open, slightly ajar?
Um, honestly, you're not quite sure because you only make it about halfway, maybe two-thirds over to that room when you hear a psst.
Uh, he freezes.
And you see uh, a little head poke out from behind the desk. Um, and you this head has two little bear ears. Craigory, are you okay?
Oh, hi. Um, Constance. Yeah, I'm good. I'm great. Physically, health-wise. All the health points are here.
That's good. I didn't know if I was supposed to be quiet or go in here. And they actually stand fully up now. Uh, I came in here, uh, but then the door opened, so I hid and then. But I guess that was you.
Yeah, seems like. It's not a big place. It's the good news. So there's one more room I'm going to check out. Uh, Again, you're welcome to could come with if you like. It's the break room apparently. Although
Oh,
what I heard might have just been you and nothing's in there. That would be great. That would be the ideal.
yes. Okay. Um, uh, did you did you find the doctor perchance? oh, oh, damn! Got a nat.
Why is it my
Uh,
lizard can lie so good at like
damn.
the most, I don't even know how to describe it, points. Okay, so Craigory looks at Dr. Constance and he says, no, like a liar.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait, I want to roll insight on that anyway.
Please do.
There's a reason why.
+8 insight?
Yeah, that's insight. I got a and so I'd like to describe it as this. Um, Connie fully takes your word, nods, and then as you turn back to head to the room, that they frown, and suddenly you feel a paw at your elbow. Wait. I don't think that's quite right. Is something wrong?
I mean, the place is trashed and I'm here for unhappy reasons. Things are wrong.
Well, yes, I'm sorry. I mean with the doctor. Because I think well, perhaps you weren't telling all of the truth.
Hmm. Uh, Listen, How about we check out this last room and then you can interrogate me on things you think I'm leaving out. I just want to make sure it's good before getting into any nitty gritty.
And Connie kind of takes a little breath in and goes, I think I have a better idea. How about wherever the doctor is? I have a feeling you don't want to tell me for some reason, but why don't you stay with them? I will check out this last room, make sure that it is safe, and then we will reconvene. Is that all right?
Craigory wants to roll insight now, which is great because he does not have a +8 modifier at all.
Okay. Oh my god.
This guy seems entirely sincere and on the level in every way possible.
Oh my god. But I would like to point out, I did not roll any deception.
That's true, but like 2.
I know.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't doubt this is sincere, but also Craigory is just being sus of everything at the moment.
Yes, no, I don't blame him.
So, I mean, if you, okay, now Craigory is visibly waffling, not so much for the fact that he doesn't, like, trust this guy, it's more just he wants to know, he wants to see. He wants to know.
And then Connie just goes, all right, just tell me this. Is the doctor safe right now, wherever they are?
I think so.
Then why don't we both check out the room, and then we will discuss the issue.
Sounds good.
And as they say this, they actually go and open the door, which is unlocked. And the two of you can file in. And yeah, this place actually looks relatively untouched. There's like a little cabinet with a sink. There's a fridge. There's a little hammock that is hanging from the ceiling against the far wall. There is a table with 2 chairs. There's like a little fruit bowl on the center of the table, but it doesn't have any fruit. It just has packed peanuts.
Craigory is going to take a peanut and crunch.
Connie looks at you, not with judgment. They look with concern instead. I'm not. Should. But they just kind of stop as you finish chewing.
Oh, it's like stuffing. It's fine. He's going to take another one.
I just don't know if right now is appropriate.
I mean, look, all this is making me hungry. I've stress eating. It's fine. He takes another.
Would you like to? Would you like to roll perception, by the way?
Yes. Oh, the power of the peanuts, 19.
Damn. Okay, so I imagine that that Connie is just staring at you eating the packing peanuts, a look on their face that is again just kind of concerned. But as you kind of zone out a little and take another one to crunch, you're at an angle where you're kind of facing the last wall of the room. So it's just the one like across from you. But you notice that there is a door here.
Oh. Uh, Craigory takes a last handful of peanuts, puts them in Hammer's face, and he's gonna go over to that door.
And when you do, you realize that it is painted on, but
Oh.
it is painted in such a way that it would exactly mirror the one outside.
He might be about to look real dumb, but he is gonna, like, see if anything happens if he just tries to take the painted 2D handle. Because this is clearly something. He doesn't know what.
Uh, you try to, but your hand only catches air as you're attempting to open this door. Uh, and Connie is just now looking at your attempts to open this door. But they are not saying anything. Clearly, you are just trying to open it. It's fine.
Silence is the worst judgment of all. Another attack. He's going to knock.
You knock, and you hear a small whisper. Password, please.
Password.
You hear silence.
Damn. It could have been that easy. And he just steps back and goes, okay. So that needs a password.
Gregory, I don't think, is that lead outside?
There is another painted door, but I mean, I don't know if it's magic. It could, just because they're like in the same place doesn't mean they like lead to each other necessarily. I don't know. I'm exploring.
Connie is following your train of thought, but they pause and say, even so, we've explored this room. If the doctor is not in a good position, which I suspect that is the case, perhaps we should leave that for later.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So Connie just kind of nods and heads back to the door, the door of the break room.
Yeah.
But as you pass the fridge, you notice a single photo that is kind of stuck on the magnet.
Oh.
And I should have drawn this. I forgot to draw it.
That's okay. What's on it? Paint me a word picture.
I am trying. As Connie waits for you patiently outside, next to the cabinet and the desk, take a look at this photo, and it is of Kiran holding another person, but they are a bit bigger than them, probably almost 2 feet bigger. But it is it's a stuffed teddy bear.
Hey, Constance, this you?
What?
This
And
picture.
they walk back into the room. Oh, was there a photograph? And then they stop as they look at the photo. and now they look bewildered. What is... And they look closer. That that looks like that. That does look like me, but who is this? And they actually point to Kiran.
That, that is the doctor who runs this place.
And they look extra puzzled now. And they kind of just move their gaze from the photo to the ground, and then they look down at themselves. But they let out a little gasp, and then they decide. So now, Craigory, you see this bear just unbuttoning their sweater vest, but only a little.
Are you okay?
Um,
Const,
as as they do so, they pull aside one corner of it, kind of where the neckline is, and there you see a red patch on their chest. It is a heart stitched onto them, and it has the initials KM.
okay,
Craigory, is everything okay? And you hear Kiran's voice from the other side of the room, very weakly, but
Craigory very loudly face plants.
just freaking face palm.
Yeah.
uh, but Connie does actually not turn towards the voice. They're just kind of looking in amazement from their patch to the photo and back to their patch, and suddenly they're connecting the dots.
The dots, they've connected them.
I, where is he? And he, they turn directly to you. Where the doctor?
He's in the room over.
And you say that, and they hastily attempt to but they try to button their vest back up. They just kind of buttons are hard. They just kind of start making their way back over to the exam room, but they hesitate in front of the door. They look to you.
It's okay if you've got like conflicted feelings about this. I don't know fully what's going on here, but it's fine if you're glad, it's fine if you're mad or don't know what you're feeling. But he's in there and he's not doing hot, and he asked me not to say anything, but I thought that was like a pride thing. But I think you should go in
there. And they're kind of just listening to you explain, but they kind of just look more and more puzzled, and then kind of just it is taken over by a determined look, and they do gently push open the door and head on in. Craigory and Kiran thought it was just you, but it is not just you now. It is you and Connie. And Would you like to roll insight with advantage?
Boy, would I like to roll insight on this convoluted family situation that I have found myself embroiled in.
Oh, I
Well,
don't
we're
think
already
you.
off to a good
Well,
start. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll take that 19. Forget the 2. We're keeping the 19.
Um, as um, as soon as Kiran uh, sees Connie, he uh, he screams.
Oh,
But you take this to realize it isn't some kind of angry scream. It seems kind of like a kind of it is scared. His face is mortified, um, but it also looks pained and it looks nostalgic somehow. And you're surprised by the amount of the energy he's able to muster up because he starts kind of scrambling back a little bit against the exam table. Oh God! Oh God! I, it's, I, I guess this really is where I die.
what? Hold.
What?
No, no one's done here. Oh, hold on. Okay, Gregory's getting in between the two.
What? Are you all right? And Connie's just kind of peeking behind you, but like they're kind of like, what? I'm already pieces. What more can you do to me? Just whatever you're gonna do, just make it quick. I what?
Okay, I think we all just we need to calm down. Kiran, um, nothing's gonna happen. If anything does happen, then I'm just gonna stop it. But I don't think things will. So, you know what? Con. Stay just on the far side of the room a bit. I'm gonna stay here and yeah, cool. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Uh, and honestly, Connie seems as confused as you are. Meanwhile, Kiran is gripping the sides of the exam table and breathing uh, rather rapidly.
Okay.
He has not taken his eyes off of that bear.
Okay. Cool. So I guess I'm talking. Am I the family counselor now? Is that what's happening? Um, Kiran, I take it you made Connie put them together, put them.
um, and Kiran's breathing does get a little bit slower, but typing some.
Oh,
But again, he looks close to tears, but he does not cry. But you can hear his voice shaking. How did and you put this? I get it now. I get it. And their grip loosens on the table. This is retribution, isn't it? I get it. It's fine. Just, just, just do whatever it is you need to do.
okay. Con, I assume you have no idea what's happening here. No memory.
Um, Connie does look puzzled still, but as they continue to look at Kiran, that puzzlement starts to leave their face. And it looks like they want to take a step forward, but they refrain. Um, I, I think, I think I might get what's happening. Not sure, but
Okay, well, that's more than I have, so that's good. Um, I mean, normally I would just kind of leave you two to catch up and figure things out, but looks at the clearly terrified Kiran.
no, no, I understand. See, um, I will try not to speak for too long. The story isn't very long anyway. I gained sentience about 25 years ago, and it must have been around that time that I was created. Um, but when I first gained awareness, I was alone, and they glance over at Kiran, who kind of tenses up again at this, but that they then avoid their gaze. Um, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Kiran. Uh, they say as they are not looking at them now. Do you think? Do you think I want revenge or some sort of abandonment? And they actually put this in quotes. Um, and this is where Kiran just breaks and just starts crying.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
oh dear,
Oh, man.
oh. And you could see Connie very conflicted between going over to comfort and also, uh,
Okay, yeah, stay there for a second, Connie. And
uh,
Craigory moves kind of closer to Kiran and just goes, okay, listen, it's okay, being afraid that someone you left behind would be mad at you is not an unreasonable thing to think or be afraid of. It's logical. But I don't think he remembers. That's a point. And also seems like a sort of forgive and forget person. I don't know. I've only known him for 5 minutes, but things are fine for now. And again, you're not alone with them. So can we just calm down a tad, please? I don't know if that's going to be like a persuasion or anything.
um, you can, yeah, actually roll persuasion. I want to see.
All of them. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
This boy's
Nice.
charisma stats are on point this game.
And then a good thing too, because slowly uh, you see Kinan. He had started rapidly breathing and sobbing, but he is actually starting to calm down a little bit. Um, and he takes kind of one tattered arm and tries to wipe at his face. Uh, Now he just looks kind of tired and obviously in a bit of a mess. Craigory, even if you're right, I, there's no way to fix, and I can't have them see me like this.
Kiran, they're
And
already seeing you.
they actually actively turn away as if trying to hide. Um, Alas, they cannot.
Kiran, they're already seeing you. It's a bit late for that. And the the way to fix it is to try and to talk. That's some just trying to understand what happened is probably the best thing for this. It's something it's a chance I would want. So, you know, cat's already out of the bag.
And while Craigory explains, you can Connie like occasionally glance over, but then glance away, and then glance over, and then glance away again. They're trying to survey how Kiran is doing, but it is very difficult to do so when you're also trying not to stare or make them uncomfortable, and you're also farther away. But Kiran says nothing, but he does nod. But you can tell he is very defeated.
Oh, I think you. I didn't hear the last bit. You might have cut out.
Oh, I was just saying that he looks defeated. But
And you know, like I said before, Connie is also a doctor. They might be able to help, even if it's like you're missing something really crucial. We could at least try to sort of prolong things or make it better until it gets fixed.
Uh, sorry, Craigory, but I'm not a doctor.
He kind of
What?
blinks. Made the player blinks.
No. I just thought it would be beneficial to network with a medical doctor because, well, because my colleague is a psychiatrist and I'm a therapist, so.
Oh, okay. He has now connected dots. He assumed it was a doctor to doctor network. Or, you know, therapists to doctors too.
Well, they can be, but Connie is currently working towards their doctorate. Do not have one.
Good job, Connie.
Yeah.
Well,
and again, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, it's hell of a network, right? Getting a bit more than you bargained for.
Yes, but
they kind of almost unbeknownst to them reach up and kind of touch the where the patch is on their chest.
I think this is good. Not the situation, not injury. You know, the revelation of sorts. I always wanted to know who my creator was. Now I do.
And they kind of glance hopefully towards Kiran, but Kiran avoids their gaze.
Okay, well. Craigory just kind of stands back up straight. He kind of leant down to talk more directly with Kiran. So this is looking like something it's not going to be resolved in kind of one talk, but hey, you know each other exists now. That's good. It's a start. That's a start. Yeah, not what I expected to figure out when I came here, but good.
Uh, but Connie does look a little confused.
What what were you expecting? I certainly was not expecting this.
Uh, I don't know, I was expecting possibly another big, giant collection of limbs.
That that does not sound good.
No, it's not. They're actually, actually pretty terrifying.
But very slowly, Connie takes a couple steps forward. Um, Kiran kind of kind of draws inward a little bit, but they don't make any move to scramble back up the table, trying to. But
But what are we going to do?
all right, I'll say that that passes. Damn it, Connie, you cannot roll crap today.
Connie's having
Literally
a
all
day.
your. Well, hey, it's not every day you suddenly.
It's not every day you come across the person who made you and they don't want anything to do with you, haha.
Well, I mean that's what it seems like at least. But those are medicine checks. I gave them advantage. Now they're well, hey, they're not a doctor's. It makes a lot of sense. But but they grow closer, um, and then they realize something.
Kiran, you you made me. And were we made from the same thread? And
Kiran looks up, looks a little bewildered at Connie.
that yeah, that's when I started
To and now Connie looks to you, Craigory.
um uh Craigory. Do
Yeah.
you know, have you seen any scissors around here?
Uh, that's a good question, Wick. I don't think scissors have been mentioned.
However, you are also in the exam room.
That's, I mean, that's fair. There's probably scissors here.
I won't make you roll for it. Just look for something.
Yeah, he takes a look around. 360.
And there actually is a small tray on one of the counters. It has like a couple surgical instruments, but it also has a couple of sewing implements. And yeah, there is a pair of scissors.
Yeah, this tracks for Craigory. To him, sewing and surgical are also, nearly one and the same in the Venn diagram. He could have pulled out his own scissors, but they're his. He uses them on himself. And actually tends to use a knife for most of that. Anyway, point is, he picks up the scissors. Just goes, okay.
Okay. Uh do you know anything about sewing?
Actually, I do.
Good.
And there is another chair that's in the corner of the room. Connie goes over and grabs the chair. And wait, hold on. I want to roll something funny for that one. Yeah, that tracks. They are struggling with this chair. They are not very strong.
Craigory will help out. What is your strength, my dude?
Hey. It isn't a very heavy chair, but you guess being a stuffed teddy bear, it doesn't give you a lot of muscle. So
Yeah, not a lot of definition there.
they they place it not next to it, but like nearby the exam table.
And they sit down. All right. I think I know what we have to do. And correct me if I'm wrong, doctor. But it's a little difficult for me to do. And they're looking at their paws, which are just round.
Craigory
But
wiggles
perhaps you can.
his 10 fingers.
um, Craigory, um, I need you to. I need you to cut some of the stitches off of me, off of my legs, and take the thread. What? What are you trying to? We're of the same thread. If we are of the same, then this should work for you too. But why?
I mean, Kiran, the theory is sound. That is how it works.
But don't you hate me?
Hate you? I just met you, and also, no, you gave me my life. I've been enjoying all these years. And I didn't think I would actually ever meet you, but I did. And it's I want to help. And I'm going to. Please, Gregory.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'll help. Kiran, with your permission, it's your body, but like this should work.
Kiran looks hesitant, but then Connie adds,
You know, if we do fix you, then you can just fix me later, right?
and Kiran kind of blinks a little, but then nods, and then nods more assuredly. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Good. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, hey, we didn't exactly get the pen pal thing off the ground, so this is also the favor between you and me, yeah?
uh,
So, what shall my boy roll to start fixing up?
uh, I guess you could just Dex. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I did for glove making earlier. So,
Yeah,
it's serviceable. Yep, that works.
it works. So you kind of lifts the leg for you to start cutting some of the thread out. Um, and as you do so, uh, obviously you don't have as quite a precision as like, a doctor, but hey, you've done this before.
Oh, yeah.
And
He's done it on
as you
himself.
start,
You'd think on other people it'd be easier.
yeah, but you start pulling out some of the thread. As you do so, some of the cloth and fur kind of fall off a bit. And you do see Connie is made of stuffing. A little stuffing falls to the floor.
Take as much as you need, okay?
Conservatively. Just, not a stitch more.
And I won't make you roll all of it
Yeah.
because that'd be too long. But bit by bit, you are able to take the thread from Connie and slowly repair Kiran. However, you realize that you need a lot more thread than you thought. And by the time you're done, Kiran is back together. But Connie is now legless.
I mean, he would have been checking in as this happened, and if Connie just kept on saying yes, then.
Well, Connie kept on saying yes. Um, but Kiran kind of tentatively moves their arms a little and their legs. I'm okay. Oh God, he hadn't been paying attention. Now he looks at Connie, who does not have legs. Oh, I'm okay. There's nothing wrong. Well, not much.
Con, you're missing your legs.
Well, it's fine. It doesn't hurt. It's just, I just don't have them.
You'll probably want something? He's given Kiran a look now. It's like, okay, you said you'd be able to fix up whatever damage we had to do, so yeah, I'm really hoping you can do something about that.
Yeah, I should be able to do that. But it might take a bit since, well, I have to process more thread.
And they actually kind of whip their hand out a little, open up a cabinet, and take some thread out. They don't even unravel it. They just pop the in their mouth. They should pop the whole thing.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
But you don't have to stay. I can fix them up and then maybe we'll talk.
If things are going to be good here and nobody's panicking or running screaming, then I mean, I think I've kind of gotten all the information I can here about what I originally came for with Belladonna. I don't know where she is. I don't know if she's going to be making wars. I don't know where next plan is, but it's been nice to confirm that you didn't just give her the stuff to do that.
And Kiran almost looks offended.
I'm not glad you were attacked. Listen.
He looks offended. I would never give them to her. Are you kidding? I can't trust her as far as I could throw her.
I don't know. I only met you the once. I never got a reply to my letters. Hey, Kiran, why did you never write? And also, you never wrote. And she was in Toonkind. She said that she was supposed to be checking on me. I don't know how much I believe that.
Well, I did ask her to check on you. And that was going to be, whenever she went into town. Because I knew she was going to go over there. I didn't know she would do that. And I was just kind of, I was just things, just, yeah, dealing,
You want to roll insight because he rolled his deception.
He's gonna roll insight, and also he's just gonna do a hammer space. He doesn't get much on the why he's kind of lying, I think, but he knows he is. Yeah, he pulls out the letters.
No, not the letters.
Just gives him a look.
Actually, when you do, he actually looks rather flustered and kind of just looks away.
So, what, you shy or something else was going on here?
I I was I was just afraid of sounding stupid.
I mean, I'm afraid of that too, and I open my mouth anyway. I sound stupid all the time, I'm sure.
But like you can afford to sound stupid.
What?
You're a
Hey!
kid.
What?
And also you
Hey!
don't sound stupid. And
You
and
haven't
you're
seen me in full stupid.
but you but you're a big smart wizard.
That does not stop the stupid, trust me. People point this out. So what?
I
Just because
guess.
you're a doctor, you can't be a little awkward sometimes? Or
Supposed to. I'm supposed to know what I'm doing, but I don't sometimes.
I don't think anyone knows what they're doing at this point. Like, ever, anyone. So, not just you.
But I do know what we need to do. Craigory, can you call someone for me?
Yeah.
The number should be on the desk, in the corner,
Yep, I know
and
the one.
that uh that should be somebody that can that can find Belladonna.
Cool.
He's not going to get away with this.
Do you want to talk to them yourself, or am I just getting
Uh,
phone?
I'm kind of just a little busy as he kind of gestures to his stomach, like, yeah, I gotta process this.
He's got to digest. It's very intensive, guys.
Yes.
It takes a lot of concentration to sit here and digest.
Well, for him it does.
Wick, I have to confess, I'm imagining like washing machine noises.
Yeah. Consider it done. That is exactly.
But yeah, that's it. Unless Kiran has anything more specific to say on that, Craigory can go over and call the mystery number.
Yeah. And I will let you know that after this quick call will be done. I know we were going for much longer than anticipated, but
Yeah,
we got to get
that's
to this
fair.
one part.
Yep.
We got to get to this one.
The final piece.
Yes.
Let's do it.
The piece de resistance. But yes, you. Oh, it's actually one of those rotary phones. And you do kind of hear a dial. Or is it a dial? No, it's like you can hear the ringing on the other end.
Yeah.
So you hear 1, 2, 3 rings, 4 rings, and then you hear a kercheck as someone picks up. Ah, Dr. Kiran. How are you?
Not the doctor actually. He, they're a bit busy at the moment.
And who might you be?
A patient calling on their behalf.
On their behalf. Has something happened to them?
Had, but they're okay now. They're just kind of, working on some new thread. It's fine. Partially the reason why I'm calling. The other, I don't know who you are. I'm told you would know where to find Belladonna. Or how to find.
Oh no, has she done something? That isn't very good for the doctor.
Yeah, she's been up to things. Who are you anyway?
Well, as I said, I told him he shouldn't trust criminals, but I guess that's just how it is sometimes. Oh,
But don't worry. He wants me to find her. I can do that. Oh, this is Nakabe Nakai. It's nice to meet you. And you? Unless that breaks confidentiality.
No, in this case, it doesn't. Hi, Craigory here.
Oh, well, it's nice to meet you, Craigory.
Yep.
Well, I suppose I will put that to the top of my list then. So just tell Kiran, consider it done.
Will do.
And as you say your response, you just hear the receiver hang up.
Well, Craigory just puts down the phone and claps his hands. Right. I think this was all very productive, actually.
And you you hang up the phone. And you head back to the exam room. And it looks as if Kiran is ready to work on Connie. And we're just going to do a very quiet montage as we get Connie stitched back up. And now we are at the front door, but it looks like you are leaving alone. Connie has offered to clean the place, but they won't make you stay.
I think he kind of thought about offering, but hearing all this, like, okay. Seems like things are handled, but should probably head back and make sure things are doing all right back home.
Oh, one last thing, Gregory.
Yep.
Connie, from their sweater vest, pulls out a little business card.
In case you need anything else, I have my card here.
And it gives you a card for the for Connie's therapy office.
Excellent. Always good to have one of those here in this first draft house. He definitely takes that. Yeah, good luck. I think
Same to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you're lucky.
And well, you turn, and as you walk down the alleyway, we kind of just zoom out and kind of just take a look at the horizon. I think we're about done.
Woohoo! All right, thank you, Wick.
Thank you for hanging in there. I knew it was a bit longer. Sorry.
That is fine by me.
But I think it is now time to say goodbye to our listeners.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
Bye.